Hey guys, I am just about to get started in the kitchen. I need to wash up some produce, get some things prepped for the week, and just kind of set myself up for a successful week. And I just want to take you guys along with me. I hope to spend maybe an hour, hour and a half at most in here, and I do want to get dinner at least on the stove. So let's get into it. Okay guys, to get started, I am just getting some fruit into some bowls of cold water with some vinegar added to it. I'm doing this with my grapes, with my strawberries. I do soak those whole, and then I'm also doing the same with some Pink Lady apples. Out of this container of strawberries, only one was a little bit bad, so that was pretty good. And then my apples, I'm just repeating the same process, not using my salad spinner for any particular reason, just because I needed a big bowl and that qualified. So, and then I got my dinner started. This was just some red potatoes, corn with an Old Bay packet, and I added some lemon later, and that is going to be for a seafood boil. And then I'm also preparing some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And before anyone gets upset, please know that I ate the crust of these sandwiches as a snack while I was preparing everything else. Sometimes I do indeed throw them away, but majority of the time I eat them as a sweet little treat. I have a problem with craving sweets a lot, and the little bit of peanut butter and jelly from those crusts really just curves that sweet craving. So just know that those did not go to waste. And yes, these are super ugly. The bread that I had left and wanted to use up was quite squished and small, so oh well, they got ate, and that's what matters. And it was nice to have those handy in the fridge, and I used the reusable Ziploc bag. And then from the grapes, all I did was just poured the water out, the vinegar water out, and then ran them under cold water for a few minutes, just until that like vinegar smell went away. And of course, the fruit does not taste like vinegar. And then this is just a container that I got from the Container Store. I use it for the grapes. The liquid falls down into the bottom so it doesn't touch the fruit above. I've used this for strawberries and such, and it just wasn't that great for me, but it does work pretty well for the grapes. And then my strawberries, I quarter these up because my two small children are the ones that like these the most, and they tend to eat them more whenever I quarter them. And then I just put them in a large glass container with a paper towel on the bottom. And then I did have some strawberries left over from the previous week that were in a little mason jar with the same process. Oop, one flew out. Then I just put those on top of that one, the new ones, so they would get ate first. And then I've just repeated the same process with the apples here. I got rid of the vinegar water and then just rinsed those off with regular water. So here I am making like a quesadilla filling for myself for the week, and I'm putting it in my salad spinner just to drain it, and then rinse it to get all the yuck off the beans, I guess. So once I have those rinsed off, this again is for like, I'm putting this in between two tortillas and using it as like a quesadilla mix. I saw this recently on Pinterest and thought it was an awesome idea, just to fill a quesadilla with a bunch of veggies, add some cheese, and boom, you have a pretty low calorie lunch and super easy, like super quick, especially if you have the mix made ahead of time like I did here. And in my mix, I did the black beans, of course, and then I'm using some poblano peppers. I just de-seeded those, cut the tops off, and then rinsed them off. And then, unfortunately, one in the bag had already went bad. I got these from a discount store we have here in town, so they have to be used up pretty quickly. And then I'm just using this little dicer here. I will link it down below. And it dices everything up super quickly. See, there you go, so lovely. And then in addition to the peppers, I am using a tomato that I had already cut some off of earlier this morning for something else that I ate. I'm the only one in the house that eats tomatoes, so I like to get those used up pretty quickly. I forget I have this dicer a lot, and then it's so lovely when I actually remember to use it. And then I'm just storing this in a glass container. I do wish I would have stirred this together before I put it in the container, but You live and you learn, I guess. So I did use quite a bit of that throughout the week, and I will definitely be repeating that again for myself. And then I had these Brussels sprouts that were not looking too hot anymore. I should have made them and forgot about them, but I feel like that's what we do, right? We buy veggies and forget about them. But what I'm doing here is I'm just throwing these in my food processor. I am stuffing it entirely too full, but I just wanted to get done. And then I am basically making like a shredded Brussels sprout like salad type of thing. So what I did with this through the week was just I made some ground turkey, which you'll see at the end. So what I did was use the Brussels sprouts as like a base and then topped it with the ground turkey and poured some teriyaki sauce drizzle over the top. It was super delicious, super easy. Like obviously everything was already made, so I just had to heat up what I needed to heat up and then add the teriyaki sauce on top, and super good, super fast. And then that just stored in a glass container as well. And then another thing I prepped is crescent rolls. I didn't do anything to them on this day. I just cooked them per the package instructions and then just threw them in a large Ziploc bag afterwards. These were gone in just a few days, but I will be preparing these quite often in the future. It was a super cool, super convenient thing to have around. And then, as mentioned, in addition to this, I made some ground turkey, and that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little weekly prep with me sort of video. I didn't get as much as I wanted done, but I got quite a bit done, and I guess that is what matters. That is my favorite seasoning, by the way. You'll see me use it quite often. But yeah, that is it. I just drained that and then used it throughout the week. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. A few of these things, it was my first time prepping for the week, so the quesadilla mix did really well. I used that a lot throughout the week for my lunches. And then the crescent rolls were a huge hit. Off camera, I did make some sausage links, so what we did with the crescent rolls was add the sausage links to the crescent rolls and ate those for breakfast throughout the week. And then you will see in my new school lunch video that I sent the crescent rolls a couple of days for lunch for a few different things. And then also my youngest child just loved eating them by themselves. So that is something I think I will start prepping quite a bit, maybe not every week, but pretty often. So let me know down in the comments if you like this type of video. Maybe I can start posting these every now and then. But again, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and bye!